Hi, today we are going to discuss a case study on designing of a wireless home. What do you mean by wireless home? A home which consists of a devices which they are connected wirelessly, that is without wire. Now a question arises. Why should we go for a wireless home? Why don't we kept as a wired home as such we have now? Okay, for getting the answer for this question, now we look at the video.
In the discovery phase, it was important for us to get together. There was a level of education that they needed with technology and what's possible today. What we provided the client at the end of the design phase is a complete set of drawings, schematics, cable summaries, a final scope of work, so the client knows exactly what they're going to get at the end of that process.
Having someone like Mike and the team at ITA that has a specific focus on putting these technologies in, so getting them in as part of the design phase, not as a solution to a design that's already been developed.
This is the floor heating. It has water running through the pipes. And because our system's so sophisticated, every room can be zoned off. So the temperature for every single room is being monitored. We're going to put some smarts into this particular door. See a bit of work that goes into getting that done and getting it right. So at the completion of the build, we can customise a level of support for the client based on whatever their needs are. So what sets ITA apart from the rest? We are a multi-award winning company with a proven track record.
Now we consider our problem statement is to network PCs and other devices for file sharing, online gaming and shared internet access, and to control the devices in and around the house. So one of the most exciting applications of wireless technology is the wireless home network. IoT has evolved out of the need to connect, communicate, and interact with the things at home. IoT is based on the increased intelligence in things connected, where devices interacting with each other to achieve the predefined goals. So we see how the devices are connected by means of an IoT with a simple GIF image. So here, once the password is given, all the devices are connected and can be accessed by means of an IoT. So next we look at how to design a wireless home network. So the process involved in determining the requirements, analyzing the existing environment, creating a preliminary design, developing a detailed design and implementing the network. So the main aspects as we discussed involves collection of requirements, which is nothing but an analysis phase where we need to collect all the needed information to build the wireless home network like data rate, power, range, scalability, reliability, etc. Then based on the specific constraints we have to develop our design. So once a design has developed, based on the diagram, we have to develop our product. It could be a hardware product or a software product. Here the case is the hardware. Once it is completed, then we have to go for a testing phase, whether all the devices are working up to the expected level. Once the testing is over, then we go for a deployment stage. During the deployment, if any updates are required, then again we join with the analysis phase to continue our process. So these are the main aspects involved in the product development. So we know What are the assessing of functional requirements? We have to assess whether there is an available of wireless access point and all the wireless devices are within a particular location, or we need to purchase any wireless network card and a home firewall is needed or not. Like that, we have to assess the functional requirements. So it's a picture which shows the home with three different rooms. So the rooms has a different number of devices. So based on the number of devices available in each room, we have to select the Wi-Fi, connectivity and range. And also based on the distance between each room, we have to select the Wi-Fi. And we have to analyze the existing environment also. So the analysis includes we have to identify the current technology, options and constraints to implement with the existing environment and what are the investigating costs involved in this implementation and weighing the cost and benefits of implementation of this project. So in the analyzing phase, we have to fix, after fixing the Wi-Fi points, we have to analyze whether all the devices are properly connected and the needed operations are exhibited by means of those devices. So this can be done manually. So this is the image which shows how the analyzing process is happened. Next, we have to analyze the temperature of each room. Some rooms may attached with air conditioner and some of the rooms may not be. So we have to check the temperature of the home, each room in a home, whether it is hot or a cold. The hot points are shown by the red color and the cold points are shown by the blue color. So based on the temperature also, we have to select the Wi-Fi. And we have to think whether we are using an existing telephone wires in a home to wire a network, and some of the wireless access points may be configured as a routers, and whether we need to set up a home firewall or not, and interference has to be limited, and we have to consider the presence of windows and mirrors which reflect the wireless signal which causes some interference. And also we consider the dense materials such as concretes and metals which separates a different rooms. That also cause the probability of blocking the signals. So while coming for an investigating cost, based on the cost of investment, either we go for a completely wired solution, completely wireless solution, or hybrid wired or a wireless solution. Once the analysis is over, we come for an implementing part. So in the implementation, first we have to assemble the network components and determine the broadband configuration available at our home, and we have to install the hardware and configure the needed software and finally test the network. So in an implementation phase, we go for a testing. So in case of a testing, we have to analyze whether all the devices are able to connect themselves and they can be easily accessible without any interference. So this is the GIF image. It shows the implementation phase. So where we are testing whether the Wi-Fi points are working properly or not. So once the testing process is over, we are implementation part is over. So all the devices at our home, in and around our home are connected by means of a wireless solution. So finally, we look at the advantages of a wireless home network. So the wireless home network increases the network coverage and it allows the portability. So we can access the devices at far distance also, and a quick network access is possible and it reduces the use of cabling. Okay. Thank you.